Good evening and welcome to HPU News' final broadcast for the semester.
Tonight, North Korea is in possession of warheads capable of reaching Washington, D.C.
And later, if you're flying American Airlines this holiday season, you might want to think twice.
In a few minutes, I'll tell you everything you can do to de-stress next week. Finals start a week from today.
And later, Kid Curtis will have all your weather forecast. But for now, let's take a look at our pressure systems across the nation. And what we got coming here is what I want to call a Kevin McMahon and a Steph Curry, because this low pressure right here is going to bring in rain and coldness. So when I'm shooting in the gym, I'm cold. I can't hit a thing. But when Steph's shooting in the gym, it's, he's raining threes from all over. So we got coldness and rain coming in, cold weather and rain coming in to our neck of the woods, North Carolina. So be weary of that. And I'm not a weatherman. I don't know what's going to happen. I left the house today in shorts and a t-shirt. I don't know. But you know who does know? The sensation from the Sunshine State, Kid Curtis. And she'll be here later to tell you a little bit more about the weather. Back to you guys.
Theresa May, the UK's Prime Minister, delivering a public rebuke of President Trump, saying that he was wrong to share anti-Muslim videos posted online by a British hate group. May has been under increasing pressure to cancel a planned visit by President Trump, so much so that she was forced to respond to the controversy publicly with criticism. But she insisted that US-UK relations would survive the storm and that meeting with the president would go ahead. Various MPs in the British Parliament called Trump racist, fascist, and downright evil, something that Theresa May has not publicly disagreed with.
North Korea is now claiming that the latest missile could strike as far as Washington, D.C. The missile that launched earlier this week is said to be significantly more powerful than previous ones. South Korean Yonhap News Agency first reported this launch and said that it occurred around 3 a.m. local time, Pyongyang, North Korea. The missile allegedly reached the height of 2,796 miles and tried 596 miles, with a potential reach of a range of 8,100 miles.
Back here on home soil, the White House is contemplating replacing Secretary of State Rex Tillerson with CIA Director Mike Pompeo. According to multiple government officials, the replacement would likely play out within the next few months, and the void in the CIA would be filled by Senator Tom Cotton, a Republican from Arkansas, and someone that multiple sources described as hawkish. There's no specific timing yet for Tillerson's departure, but is expected to be sometime soon.
House Democrat leader Nancy Pelosi called Thursday for Representative John Conyers to resign following sexual harassment allegations against the Michigan Democrat. She said that allegations against Congressman Conyers are very seriously disappointing and credible. It is very sad, and the brave women who came forward are owed justice. Conyers is the longest-serving member of the U.S. House of Representatives, but he has been accused by 5 women in the past 2 weeks of inappropriate touching.
Things are getting pretty stressful in politics, but it's also getting pretty stressful here on campus, too.
That's right, with finals starting this week from today, our own Allie Ortolani has some campus update that will help you relax during this finals week. Allie?
Hi everyone, I'm Allie Ortolani, back with your campus updates. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving break. Even with finals quickly approaching, we have some great activities this week on campus. This Friday, December 1st and Saturday, December 2nd at 7:30 p.m., the Holiday Chorale Concert's taking place in the Hayward Fine Arts Center. Come with friends for a festive evening filled with holiday music. A limited number of complimentary tickets are available, so make sure to get yours at the campus concierge. Then, this coming Monday, December 4th, HPU is providing a complimentary bus shuttle to Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and Cookout. Shuttles depart at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. from Slane Village and North College. The last shuttle will return at 9 p.m. Be sure to treat yourself before finals begin. And if you're looking to brush up on your language speaking skills, Cafe La Turria will be meeting Tuesday, December 5th at 3:30 p.m. at the second floor in Cottrell above Starbucks. For French speakers, Cafe Conversation will be meeting this Tuesday, December 5th at 12 p.m. in the bakery at the Wanik Center. All levels are welcome, so be sure to come with friends and grab a bite to eat. And last but not least, finals are right around the corner and can be super stressful. Thankfully, the university has numerous de-stressors planned for students, so listen up. On Thursday, December 7th, you can catch a horse carriage ride around campus starting at 4:30, and that night at 9 p.m. Don't miss the mac and cheese bar on campus. Then Friday, get ready for a take a pause study break. Gather at the Wanted Courtyard to play with puppies instead of your notebooks. Then Sunday at 6 p.m. it's massage night. Come by the Slane Center and sign up for a massage. And finally on Tuesday at 9 p.m., catch a study break with some Domino's pizza. That's all I have for you tonight. Good luck on finals, everyone. I'm Allie Ortolani. Back to you guys at the desk.
Wow, thank you, Allie. Dogs, massages, mac and cheese. Jocelyn, which one sounds best to you?
Oh God, the mac and cheese bar.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. Well, Long Time Today show anchor Matt Lawyer is leaving NBC after allegations of sexual misconduct in the workplace. Savannah Gerthy and Coda shared the news Wednesday morning on the Today Show, saying that they were heartbroken and still progressing the news. Since the leaving, Lawyer has responded to the claim, saying some of what is being said about me is untrue and mischaracterized, but there's enough truth in these stories to make me feel embarrassed and ashamed.
And Russell Simmons is stepping down from his businesses after a recent sexual assault claim. The decision comes in wake of a letter addressed to Russell Simmons detailing an encounter where Ginny Lumet, daughter of filmmaker Sidney Lumet, was sexually violated by Simmons in 1991. Simmons says he is taking time to focus on his personal growth and spiritual learning. In a statement, Simmons said, quote, "While memory of that evening is very different from mine, it is now clear to me that her feelings of fear and intimidation are real."
Chicago and Cook County filing a lawsuit against Uber for ride-hailing in 2017 data breach, harming the area's residents. Personal data of 57 million customers and drivers globally were exposed last year, and Uber hacks had paid $100,000 to keep quiet about stealing the personal information. Uber wanted more than a year to disclose the data breach, and the delay of failing to protect consumers' personal information violates the city and state laws.
And if you're flying American Airlines over the holidays, stick with us through the break. A glitch in that is affecting thousands of flights.
And later, how Greenland is feeling the effects of climate change daily. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome to HPU News. I'm Allie Ortolani.
And I'm David Winthrop.
A piece of America soon can be found part of the British royalty family. Prince Harry, California resident Meghan Markle announced their engagement at Kensington Palace after dating about 1.5 years. Their wedding is confirmed to take place in May 2018 at the infamous Windsor Palace. Markle added, "Could barely let him finish proposing." Markle will be the first biracial woman to marry into the royal family.
New York Giants quarterback Eli Manning has been benched since the Giants haven't been doing so hot with their 2-9 record. Eli will be sitting Week 13 out in favor of new guy Geno Smith. Here with us now is New York fan and sports analyst Kevin McMahon. Kevin, are you concerned for the Giants?
Well, thank you, David Wintroud.
Thank you.
Am I concerned about the New York Giants? Absolutely. I can't go to sleep at night, and because of the New York Giants. And the problem here is we have no offensive line. I don't want to go too inside baseball on it, but we have no offensive line. So would the move to be to maybe take Eli out and get a more mobile quarterback like Geno Smith and put him in? Sure. But not when you're 2-9, not at this point in the season. What you need to do is you need to sit your coach, Ben McAdoo, take him for a walk, set him outside. The Giants are reaching dumpster fire levels of despair and just disaster. So we need to get an extinguisher and maybe some common sense to the New York Giants as soon as possible. But you know what? I digress. So. But some exciting times for HPU sports, so let's get into that. The High Point volleyball team did not win the Big South Championship game against Radford. Radford came away with a 3-1 victory. But on Sunday night, it was announced that the High Point Panthers were going to receive an at-large bid, and they were going to go to the Big Dance, the NCAA tournament. High Point becomes the first Big South volleyball team to ever receive an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. The Panthers are currently in Utah and will be playing Purdue tonight in the first round. The Panthers play at 6:30, and you can catch that game on the Pac-12 network. The High Point men's basketball team is coming off two hard-fought games on Black Friday. They played the UNC Charlotte 49ers in a game where the Niners came out on top with a 3-point victory. For the Panthers, it was Brandon Kamga who put on a dazzling performance. He recorded 26 points on the night and was 11-16 from the field. He shot 68%. He was on fire all night. The Panthers had a quick turnaround after that game on Black Friday. They were playing on Tuesday. They were back in action. This time, they were taking on the Pittsburgh Panthers, the Pitt Panthers. The game went down to the wire. High Point put up a great fight, leading the ACC foe at one point during the second half. Pitt would end up winning 71-63. Andre Fox led the way for HPU with 20 points, and freshman Denny Slay had his best game yet as a Panther, recording 12 points. Next up for High Point, they host Johnson and Wales in the Miller Center on Friday at 7 o'clock. And the High Point women's basketball team is currently on a 3-game win streak after big road wins this week against the Stetson Hatters and the Norfolk State Spartans. Monday night, High Point beat Stetson 69-64. Sophomore Cameron Brown led the way for the Panthers with 24 points, while Kat Harris had 15 and Emma Backrath had 14, a true team effort. Then Wednesday, High Point battled past Norfolk State 59-56. Emma Backrath led the team with 14 points. Brown had 13, while Harris had 12. The Panthers look to stick with their winning ways on Sunday when they host the Blazers of UAB on Sunday in the Miller Center at noon. Well, that's all the sports I have for you this week. I will try to do better next week. I love you all. Happy holidays. And to my producer, Scott, thank you for always believing in us, in me. We got the whole crew here tonight. So back to my girls and Big Dave at the desk. Come on.
Kevin, you always do amazing. Thank you so much for being here, and we look forward to hearing from you after the new year. And maybe the Giants can turn over a new leaf as well.
Speaking of the holiday season, if you're planning to fly home, you may have trouble finding a flight. A glitch in the American Airlines system accidentally gave too many pilots time off for holidays. That means 15,000 flights do not have sufficient crew members. Executives are currently scrambling to correct the glitch.
When we come back, the UK is testing a new way to help its homeless population.
And later, Disney's live-action remake of Mulan has found its star actress. We'll be right back.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
apples and bananas.
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to HPU News. I'm Sydney Chevront.
And I'm Kevin McMahon, sitting in the big chair for this block. Come on.
Across the pond, the volcanic Mount Agung in Bali might be at the verge of a major eruption. Indonesian officials told 100,000 people in the danger zone to evacuate. They also closed the local airport due to buildup of ash. The volcano has been acting up for a week and has not erupted since the 60s when more than 1,000 people died. It is unclear whether it'll blow this time, but people aren't waiting around to find out.
And what does climate change look like? For some people, the idea of global warming is something so far away that we won't ever see the effects of. But for people living in Greenland, it is an everyday reality. Sea levels have risen, there's less ice than in previous years, and the glaciers that spend months slowly slipping into the sea now seem to be minuscule compared to the size of the ones from previous years. This is why Greenland is leading the world in cutting carbon emissions and urging the rest of the planet to do so as well.
Kevin, you're doing a great job, by the way.
Thanks, I'm very scared.
But now with more on how the weather is affecting you here in the States, it's our own Kit Curtis. Kit?
Hey guys, it is so great to be back here at the maps. Well, as you can see, for our pressure systems this week, we have a high pressure system in the northwest, which means you guys will be getting some moderate temperatures up there. In the southwest, it will be a low pressure system that's actually going to be making its way up towards the east, which will be leading to some more scattered temperatures there. For the plain states, it's going to be that high pressure system, which will give us those moderate temperatures, as well as over here in Florida, what you guys have been experiencing those moderate temperatures. It's still going to be pretty warm for you guys. And for our national temperatures, over here in the northwest for the national temperatures, it's going to be a high of 48 and a low of 36, which means it's going to be cooling down for you guys. Over here in the southwest, still pretty warm, but as I said, those scattered temperatures will make it a high of 70 and a low of 51. Over here in the plain states, it's going to be a high of 60, 65, and a low of 50. Over here in the northeast, it's going to be cooling down for you guys. It's going to be a high of 30 and a low of 41. And then here on the east coast, where we are here in High Point, it's going to be a high of 68 and a low of 57. Right there down in Florida, my favorite state, still nice 81 degrees. Can't wait to go home for Christmas to that warm weather. And now for our weekly forecast. Today we're experiencing a high of 62 and a low of 48. Tomorrow will be the same thing, high of 62 but a low of 47. Saturday it will be really sunny, but it will be a little cooler with a high of 55 and a low of 38. Sunday, a little cloudy, but a high of 61 and a low of 40. Same thing on Monday, a high of 61, low of 40, or low of 47. And then on Tuesday, it will be a little rainy with 40% chance of precipitation with a high of 64 and a low of 43. And then on Wednesday, it will still be a little rainy, but it will be colder, so make sure you get out those jackets. All right, guys, back to you guys at the desk. Thank you.
That Kit Curtis, I mean, if you think she can't do weather, you need to take a knee, son, because her forecasts are world class, okay? That girl knows what she's talking about. Thank you, Kit. You are a saint.
Yes, thank you, Kit. And now, maybe some great things happening in the UK. The British country is creating a vending machine designed specifically for the homeless. It is set to open in Nottingham at the start of December, which will be stocked with fresh fruit, sandwiches, clean socks, books, lotion, towels, and toothpaste. Depending on the machine's success, they plan to install several more of the vending machines in Manchester, London, and Birmingham during the coming months.
When we return, why companies like Adidas and Mars are pulling their ads from YouTube.
And Libby Beaner has your entertainment update. We'll be right back after these messages.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. big time.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Hi, welcome back to HPU News. I'm Toby Allen.
And I'm Kit Curtis.
Trouble on the web. Recent reports revealing that users are often leaving sexualized comments on the videos of children on YouTube. Not only was YouTube not taking these comments down, but their algorithms were recommending these videos. Major companies such as Adidas and Mars have taken down their advertisements from the site, so they don't appear alongside them. YouTube now taking a closer look at the algorithms that seem to endorse child sex abuse.
Disney making moves and finally casting the star of the upcoming live-action Mulan remake. Liu Weifei has been cast in the iconic title role. Social media erupted after this news broke, praising Disney for casting a Chinese actress to preserve the authenticity. The film is set to hit theaters in 2019.
And with more on all the ongoings in the entertainment industry, we have our own Livy Beener with our entertainment update. Livy?
Thanks, guys. Being as this is the last newscast of the semester, I was hoping to have all sorts of movie news for you, but Hollywood is still almost dead silent. But we do have horror movie Slumber that sounds like every other scary movie made after 2012. A young adult has to dive into her dreams and childhood demons in order to figure out who killed her brother. But while most of this weekend's upcoming movies are a bore, next week we have The Shape of Water coming to theaters everywhere, with a star-studded cast featuring Octavia Spencer, Michael Shannon, and Sally Hawkins. We explore a high-security government laboratory with secrets. Sounds pretty cliche, right? Well, this movie scored a 97% in Rotten Tomatoes and is certified fresh. Set against the backdrop of the Cold War America, Zelda, Octavia Spencer, discovers a lonely Alyssa, Sally Hawkins, living in isolation in the government facility in which she works. This leads to a series of secret discoveries and earth-shattering experiments. Okay, so yesterday morning, the world was given a gift. An early Christmas present, you could call it, wrapped up in a nice little bow and placed on YouTube for all to witness. The Avengers trailer. Racking up over 2 million views in just 12 hours since its debut on Good Morning America Wednesday, and I account for at least 3 or 4 of them. We see Captain America, Spider-Man, the Black Widow, Doctor Strange, and Thor, and that's just who we get to see in the trailer. All this hype generated with more than 6 months to go. May 4th, 2018 is the official release date for Avengers: Infinity War. Across an incredible cinematic universe, spanning a decade of development and raking in millions of dollars, destiny still arrives. Now we flip over to the music world. It's the most wonderful time of year, Grammy season. We have Jay-Z leading the pack with 8 total nominations, including Album of the Year and Record of the Year. We got Kendrick with 7, Bruno Mars with 6, and SZA, Khaled, and Childish Gambino all with 5. Kesha also has scored 2 nominations for her first new album in 5 years. And with a new production team behind her, this seems to be the start of a new chapter in her career. For Best New Artist, we got Julia Michaels, Lil Uzi Vert, Khaled, SZA, and Alessia Cara. Now, shout out to a little metal band from my hometown. The first metal show I ever went to was their annual Christmas show that actually started in Lancaster, PA. August Burns Red has scored a nomination for Best Metal Performance. Like, how cool is that? We have artists such as Metallica, Arcade Fire, Foo Fighters, Sam Hunt, Zac Brown Band, Iron and Wine, and even the cast of Moana with nominations. Now, we see no Taylor Swift in these nominations, and I'm sure Sydney Chevron is all sorts of upset about this. This is because her album simply did not make the September 30th cutoff to even be nominated. While she did receive recognition for her Zayn collaboration and the writing of Little Big Town's Better Man, we can expect to see Reputation in the 2019 Grammys along with Sam Smith's The Thrill of It All. The Grammys air Sunday, January 28th, 2018, live from Madison Square Garden. Black Bear has finally released Cybersex after giving us teasers for months. This unapologetic 14-track album is all about life in Hollywood, surrounded by new fame and fortune. At the age of 27, Black Bear has risen to fame rather quickly after touring with Fall Out Boy this fall. His new album features everyone from Childish Gambino to Machine Gun Kelly to T-Pain to Rick Ross and back to Neo. If I were you, I would take the time to check it out. Tomorrow we get new music from Chief Keef, Chris Stapleton, and Miguel. And after Miguel's performance on the Victoria's Secret fashion show Wednesday night, I cannot wait to hear his new music. We also finally get U2's Songs of Experiences, and will we wake up with it already on our phones? I know I don't underestimate the power of Bono. Over the next month, we can also look for albums from G-Eazy, Eminem, Asking Alexandria, Luke Bryan, and Van Morrison. Okay, that is finally all from me. Have a great break, High Point, and happy holidays. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Livy. Plenty to look forward to with award season right around the corner.
And we will come back with the results from the testosterone test and some about BuzzFeed employers.
And have Bigfoot and Yeti been found in the same week? Find out when we come back.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to the last HPU News broadcast before the break. I'm Sydney Chevron.
And I'm Jocelyn Ganser.
A scientific study may put an end to rumors of a Yeti in the Himalayas. A new genetic analysis of 9 alleged Yeti samples collected in the mountains turned out to be mostly bear and a little bit dog. The gathered samples consisted of a tooth, a few paws, a bone, and clumps of hair. But to believers, this does not mean a Yeti still couldn't be wandering the Himalayas.
Budweiser wants to brew beer on Mars, and it might actually happen. Anheuser-Busch, the manufacturer of Budweiser, has announced that it will be launching beer in space. The company plans to send 26 barley seeds aboard the SpaceX rocket that is set to launch December 4th. The objective is to study how barley germinates in microgravity in an effort to start plans on an extraterrestrial brewery. While the idea has appeal, critics say the current strategy will be of no help as gravity in space is 0 and gravity on Mars is 40% that of Earth's, meaning that they will learn nothing of growing crops on Mars' surface.
And finally tonight, most of the craziest stories we report here on HPU News are found by none other than our very own David Wintrode. With the show coming to a close, Dave has one more story for us. What do you have for us, Dave?
I'm so glad you asked. Oh man, because here we go. So, who are the manliest men out there? Who among you? Who has the most testosterone and is willing to fight a bull with one hand tied behind their back and the other free hand waving a flag? Well, as it turns out, the answer isn't BuzzFeed, because in the most shocking article you will ever read, all of the BuzzFeed male writing crew took a testosterone test as part of an aggression piece, and it turned out that 3 out of the 4 have critically low levels of the hormone, and the 4th is on the lower end of normal.
So what you're trying to say, Dave, is not having as much testosterone a bad thing?
No. See, that was the view I was advocating of our audio man, Crosby Sensible. That's what he told me, and it's entirely his viewpoint. I think it's fine, however much testosterone you have in your body, and we should actually be attacking him.
Okay.
Well, from all of us here at HPU News, thank you so much for tuning in.
And we'll be back. We'll be on a bit of a break after tonight's show.
We'll be back after the Christmas vacation.
Get in here.
And until then, I'm Sydney Goldberg.
And I'm David Wintrode.
And I'm Jocelyn Gansert.
And I'm Sydney Chevron, but you're not getting rid of us just yet, because there is one person here who needs to be on here to say goodbye, and that is our amazing producer, Scott Hardesty, and he better get out here right now.
Get out into the studio. Come on, Scott. We want you so much.
This show would not function without Scott.
We need him.
He is the reason we're here.
Come on, Scott. Right out here. I don't know. Just get up there. Just put him. This man runs the show.
The man, the myth, the legend, Scott Hardesty.
I don't know where my script is.
He's graduating, but
thank you, High Point.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And have a great night, High Point.